Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Crypto News Weekly Roundup. Your hosts here, Zahab and Rachel Wolfson. And folks, today we decided to color coordinate and go with the market. That's why we were both wearing red. I got the Under Armour gang. Rachel has the Aloe gang going. Speaking of that, Rachel, how are you this lovely afternoon?
Doing well, Matt. Great to see you here in beautiful Austin, Texas. So excited to be back in Austin and excited to talk about crypto news with you.
I love it. Folks, let's jump into it. Price action to start the week as always. Bitcoin pretty even, hovering at around 95.7K per coin. Ethereum down 3% on the week. Still Ethereum woes. They cannot figure their shit out. Pardon my French. They are currently at 26.30 per coin. XRP at 5% to $2.44 per coin. BNB, the big gainer of the week, which we will get into in a second, up 16% to 670. Sol up 1%, pretty much the same, to 192 per Salami. And Cardano, another one of the big gainers, of the week. ADA is up 10% to 79 cents. Now, why is Binance, also known as BNB, absolutely ripping and going parabolic this week? Well, it is the big man himself, CZ, all week long. And as always, folks, Rachel and I are recording on Thursday. This will air Friday. At the time of recording, there are thousands of meme coins named Broccoli. What is Broccoli? Broccoli is CZ's dog that he teased and said, I will send a picture of Broccoli and I will release his name. He did that a couple hours ago. There are now thousands, if not tens of thousands, of Broccoli meme coins. We already have a couple that have hit $100 million a pop. And Binance has ripped. Just another day in meme land, Rachel, where everything is wild. Speaking of wild news, Paolo Ardoino, the CEO of Tether, had some of the most wild news of the week on two different fronts. To start, he warned that quantum computing could unlock inactive Bitcoin wallets, which is pretty darn cool.
Yeah, Matt, this is some interesting news. Let's talk about it. So quantum computing is still very far from any meaningful risk of breaking Bitcoin cryptography. Quantum resistance addresses will eventually be added to Bitcoin before there is any serious threat. All people alive and that have access to their wallets will move Bitcoin into a new quantum resistance. Any Bitcoin lost in wallets, including Satoshi, if not alive, will be hacked and put back into circulation. That is the news of the week. Crazy stuff. Gotta wait to see what happens.
Pretty darn cool there, Rachel. The second biggest story of the week, and guys, I want to say it was Sunday night. I was on the couch with my girlfriend. I was scrolling Twitter or X as usual. I was trying to make a couple trades, and what did I see? I was like, there's no way this is actually true. A lot of people on the timeline, the country of Central African Republic legitimately launched a meme coin. Guess what? It's true. They launched a friggin' meme. The president of Central African Republic, known as, and my apologies, sir, Faustin Archange Touadera, posted on his official X account that the country has launched a meme coin experiment, and I quote, to explore its potential impacts on national development. The coin is called CAR, absolutely ripped, went parabolic, almost hit a billion market cap, ending at 900 million. I think it currently sits around 30 million, so it is down upwards of 90%. It is the first country in our beautiful world to launch a meme coin. It did not go well, and I'm sure it will not be the last. Speaking of countries, Rachel, the Japanese MicroStrategy has gone absolutely parabolic and has announced a $26 million bond issue for Bitcoin purchase.
Yeah, crazy stuff. We're seeing this every week, but this week Metaplanet schedules a JPY $4 billion, which is $26 million bond issuance in February, allocating proceeds exclusively for Bitcoin purchases as part of its broader investment strategy. Metaplanet recently experienced a 4,000% surge in stock value, attributed primarily to its strategic pivot to a Bitcoin-centric investment model. What a play by the Japanese MicroStrategy. This is exciting news, more good news for Bitcoin, and we love to see this.
We absolutely love to see it. And speaking of the Japanese MicroStrategy, the Solana MicroStrategy, the MicroStrategy of Solana, also known as Sol Strategies, increased their Sol holdings by $7.3 million Canadian, now holding 214,342 Sol. This news came out this week, and their Sol total is now at 41 million, signaling an increased confidence and a way of supporting the Solana ecosystem. Great news for the MicroStrategy of Solana as they continue to impress. And furthermore, more Sol Strategies news on the week, as they have been chosen as the staking provider for 3iQ's staked Solana ETF. They've been chosen as the provider, which strengthens their institutional exposure to Solana staking. Great work by Leo Wald, Tony G, and the rest of the Sol Strategies team. And more news on our continent, Rachel. North Carolina and Florida making moves for us all and pushing for Bitcoin reserves.
Yeah, we're seeing this more and more often here in the United States. Really good news here. North Carolina and Florida recently introduced legislative proposals to incorporate Bitcoin into their state financial strategies, joining a rising number of U.S. states exploring digital asset investments. The proposal would grant Florida's chief financial officer the authority to allocate up to 10% of state-managed reserves, including the General Revenue Fund, Budget Stabilization Fund, and various trust funds into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Great news again for Bitcoin. We're seeing this more often. Can't wait to see how this is going to play out moving forward.
Very well said there. Moving forward, Fed Chair Powell, guy is sort of on our side now, sort of not on our side. I don't fully know, but he did have one big piece of news this week, and he is supporting clear guidelines for stablecoin regulation. He has very much said, and this week came out with it, that he supports regulatory framework for stablecoins, noting the importance of protecting consumers and savers. He also acknowledged that the future of stablecoins remains pretty uncertain, but has also noted that their potential is huge for both consumers and businesses. Really weird and interesting. Don't really know exactly how to feel about this, Rachel, because Paolo is sometimes on her side, sometimes not on her side, but we do love to see it. Moving forward, again, OpenSea, this was a little nostalgic. I used to use OpenSea almost every day back in 2021. I think you were a little bit similar back in NFT Mania, and they had some huge news coming out this morning. They are officially launching a token.
Yeah, so this is exciting news from OpenSea. We haven't heard some news from them in a while, so this is great. OpenSea is expanding its NFT marketplace with the C token airdrop and its 0S2 beta, featuring multi-chain integration and cross-chain trading. OpenSea stated that the C token will enhance the platform's ecosystem by providing new incentives for users and creators. Maybe OpenSea can get their momentum back this year. We're going to wait and see. We're going to wait and see if NFTs make a comeback. The year just started. Can't wait.
Very well said there. Mastercard, I always love seeing news on their week, whether it's Mastercard, Visa, or Amex, because it powers so much of the transactions that we do in our world. Some crazy, crazy news last year, Rachel. Mastercard tokenizes 30% of transactions in 2024, acknowledging crypto's disruptive potential. This was released in an SEC filing earlier this week that they highlighted the progress in developing blockchain-based payment models and simplifying access to digital currencies. The payment giant also stated that it continues to support blockchain ecosystems and digital assets while maintaining strict risk management and continuous monitoring of crypto-related protocols. Speaking of risk management, and one of the bigger pieces of news this week as well, the Cboe submits proposal to add staking capabilities to the 21 shares ETH ETF. Rachel, this could very well save Ethereum present day.
Yeah, and this is great news right before ETH Denver is coming up. So Cboe BZX seeks rule change to allow staking for 21 shares Ethereum ETF, which is a first for US ETH funds. This move is significant because until now, US ETH ETFs have shielded away from staking due to regulatory concerns over securities classifications and complexities of managing staking within regulated frameworks. Moreover, by integrating staking, the ETF has the potential to offer investors additional yield, effectively narrowing the gap between the benefits of direct ETH ownership and those provided by an ETH structure. This is a great way to merge traditional finance with, the cryptocurrency space. Super exciting news. Can't wait to see how this turns out.
Very well said. And last piece of news this week, Rachel, Franklin Templeton, also known as the asset manager, one of the biggest in the world with over $1.5 trillion in assets, has tokenized one of their money market funds called FOBXX on Solana. This is huge, huge news, as the Franklin on-chain US government money fund, also known as FOBXX, is live on the Solana blockchain. It went live yesterday on Wednesday. The latest move has added more growing sentiment about Solana's emergence as a major hub for tokenizing real-world assets. Huge shout out to the Franklin Templeton team, and of course, huge shout out to Solana as they keep moving and grooving, although the price doesn't reflect that. Rachel, what a crazy, crazy week. Heck, this week isn't even over. I feel like we're going to have a bunch more banana stuff happen over the next couple of days, but always a pleasure doing this, folks. If you enjoyed this one, and we certainly hope you did, please do subscribe, hammer that like button. It would mean the world to my team and I, and we appreciate this as always. We have a blast doing it, and guys, we will see you on the next one. Rachel, have a lovely weekend. Listeners, have a lovely weekend, and guys, we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you, Matt. Thanks, guys. See you next time. Bye.
See you guys.